in our road go by and I eat. Me don't even know what to find me medication.
Can't believe it. Government want to move me.
And if it tomorrow morning, government are going to chat for me pick me there.
I'm a done refugee in my own country.
That's all I have to tell them.
But a long time, me live here so can't go no way.
I'm not for 34 years, I'm 34 years old.
Them really take poor people for fool.
Born and raised right here. My mother was born and raised right here.
Them really take poor people for fool.
You're not like anyone else. You find the way you are. Did you do this all yourself? A smile ignites the room. Sending us up to the time, you know it's Kartel, representing for BlessydGazadiva.
Our relatives of sugar workers.
Yes, sir. My grandfather was a sugar worker all the years, I'm like.
Oh, in this Somaliland, where you get that system you're from?
So I'm there here a long time. I'm not squat here, so I right here, so we live.
Where you get that system you're from? Both say me live on Scotland.
And the sugar company give my grandfather the place.
But the ones that don't poor people land.
We told Mr. Shukir about some places where
John no seminar vote again, no sir.
Shukir and we have a meeting. Mr. Shukir agree with if we go down there, so.
The MP don't give a damn. Where you get that?
Hey peeps, it's your girl BlessydGazadiva and welcome back to the BlessydGazadiva channel. So amidst all the crime and violence and the slandering of Jamaica between Kalina and all the other crime waves that you've seen gone through the atmosphere for the last couple of days, amidst all of this, I saw this story and I tell you, Vybzkartel tells us and have been teaching us that the government doesn't care about us. And this is another classic case where he and BountyKiller, amongst Baby Cham and other artists, are putting a vocal outcry now against the government and what is the government doing. As you heard in the song and the clips in between each of that piece of story in the Gleaner, it speaks volumes to the fact that artists sing what they live. And if you don't get it by now, you will never get it. I'm an advocate for dancehall music. I'm an advocate for music in general because I appreciate art and art imitates life. The movies imitate reality. It is art, so it's no different than the music. When you saw that clip, I intentionally did it because sometimes you have some people who love to talk and they don't understand things in life. And then you have the people who are seers and that's how they learn. So when I chopped up the video intentionally like that and put in the snippets of Vybzkartel's lyrics, it is to show exactly, you would have thought that that Vybzkartel song written years ago, more than 10 years ago, sung more than 10 years ago, was written for this particular incident that just took effect this week. That's to prove and give credence to the point that art will always imitate life. If we have only good places, we're not going to sing about bad places. If we have only beaches and trees and everything is beautiful and nice, we're not going to sing about the badness. We're not going to sing about government bulldozering people's land like you saw in the video if it's not happening. We're not going to sing about people saying that we live on squatters' land even if their predecessors gave it to us, unless the government is claiming that we are on squatter land. I hope you see the trend that I'm trying to get to right now, because we have a lot of narrow-minded people that think that artists are only singing things to bring down the society and they're only singing things to degrade the country and they're only inciting crime and violence. Bullcrap. Bullcrap. The learned mind understands differently. This is one of the hardest videos I've had to make in a long while. It took me some time to make this video. I've been trying to make this video now for about 2 days, and I finally got the time and said, all right, I'm going to put some structure to it because I want people to understand what I'm trying to say and get my point across so that no one is left blurred, no one is left confused, and it's very lucid. So I hope and pray that the message was delivered in the clips in between what is happening with the lady in the Gleaner, how they were pushed out of their homes, how they were bulldozed. And you can hear the MP. Let's say Mr. Shakir is quote unquote the MP, but not necessarily, but the man that they talk to that gives them the opportunity to get at home, because more than likely he would have told them that they were going to forward and bulldoze down the place. So as a result of that, you heard the lady say she has been speaking to Mr. Shakir and she begged them a little time. Now, how do you expect a country's government to be loved? How do you expect? And this has been happening from PNP time, JLP time. So for all of you who thinks that I'm a PNP, I am not a PNP. I'm an advocate for Jamaica. I have never dipped my finger in ink from the day I came out of my mother's womb, and I never ever will dip my fingers in ink. I do not believe in voting. I do not believe in the government system. If Vybzkartel becomes president tomorrow or prime minister or runs for government, yes, the possibility exists that I would vote, and I mean that with all of my heart. As someone who is electing a leader, you ought to elect a leader that you think best represents you, and I personally think he best represents me. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to see what I see in Vybzkartel. Oh, and for those of you who keep telling me to take the Gazadiva off of my name, sorry, I can't please you. I have to please myself. My name is BlessydGazadiva for a particular reason. It is a representation and an embodiment of who I am. I'm blessed. I'm a Gaza. That's all it symbolizes. Now, for those of you who don't like this content, I can't tell you what to do and I can't tell you what not to like. I mainly focus on dancehall and Kartel and associates of Kartel. But anything that has to do with socio-economical issues, such as what you see in this video or any other thing that I see is not being spoken out or being vocal enough about in the media space, then I am going to talk about it. For one, I'm educated enough to give an opinion on the topic, and I'm not just on YouTube to ramble on and not make sense to the people who are listening to me. So my audience, you'll get some of this, you'll get some of that, you'll hear me talk about dancehall, you'll hear me talk about people like BountyKiller and Vybzkartel quite often, because I think they are a good representation of what dancehall it should embody in terms of advocates and speakers of poor people issues and speakers against people who oppress poor people like the government. Now, as you heard the lady say in this clip,
God, good God, they couldn't give me a good time for that.
she hopes the Prime Minister come out and say something.
Your hands on my question. Mr. Prime Minister, when you say this, you want to reach out to me, no, sir, because we don't deserve this. Me a 56-year-old, we don't deserve this, sir.
Which gives credence to the point again. The Prime Minister has not come out and said anything about this. And people are going to be like, so why the Prime Minister needs to come out about something like this? Why should the Prime Minister not come out about something like this? That's the question I want to ask. And for all of you stupid people who are chicken back and flower posse, please just leave my page and you don't need to comment on it. All right? Just leave my page, because I'm very intolerant of you people, because you people are lopsided and you only see one thing. If PNP is in power and they're not talking about crime. To this very day, Andrew Holness has not forwarded out and said anything about crime, but he is sat in the parliament talking about all things Rona, doing all things Rona, and planning and have a strategy for Rona. Rona is not the problem. Rona is not killing us off. Rona is not really abusing us, as is the government and the system that the government has put in place. The government has been touting for years how they wanted to do better, how they're going to do better when they get the opportunity. And they've gotten the opportunity now for a second term running, and they have not done anything about it. So the clip that you saw me played is from the Gleaner's Instagram's page. So Baby Cham posted it and BountyKiller reposted it, and this is what it read. To be poor is a crime in Jamaica. Poor people fed up and tired at the fuckery. It's a repost from Baby Cham, and they tagged Andrew Holness, JM. These are the things we need to stand up strong against for the people. No one deserves this type of treatment or living conditions in 2021. We can do better. And even reading that is making me tear up. So let me just come off of it quickly. Now, let me just say this much to you. This is why nobody can tell me about artistry, and nobody can tell me not to enjoy music. Nobody can tell me not to rate Vybzkartel and BountyKiller. I have the utmost admiration and respect for those two gentlemen, And you can see that BountyKiller had a reason to latch on to Vybzkartel or took him under his tutelage, and Vybzkartel clearly learned a lot from BountyKiller. The song that you heard me insert, as I mentioned earlier in the song, speaks volume that this is somebody or an artist that has sat down and evaluated the state of affairs in our country. And to this day, a song that he wrote over 10 years ago is still relevant to a situation that happened a few days ago. You can't tell me anything about Vybzkartel. So for all of you Vybzkartel haters, run on, scurry away. You're wasting your time talking to me and on my channel. Now to BountyKiller. BountyKiller has written some heartfelt words, and for real, the government needs to be tagged in this. He's not forwarding out. He doesn't have a manifesto for crime. He doesn't have a plan or strategy how he's going to fight crime. He doesn't have a plan or strategy how he's going to tackle things like this. If you heard the woman asking, pleading for the government should have come out or forwarded out or posted something on his page long time. It's not that every case you must take on or take up, but be active in society. Show the people of the country that you do care. I'm going to read one particular comment because I think people continuously forget what the expectations of the government are versus what we or you believe that we think we're asking the government for. The point that we're asking the government for, and it'll always fly over people's head. Andrew can't fix the crime problem, but addressing the people that voted for him, reassuring them that measures are being put in place to quell the crime situation would be refreshing. You cannot be silent when persons are afraid to even leave their house, the same house that you said we could sleep with the windows open to get food. What going on is not normal. So here you have somebody who is young, smart, intellectual as well, that have sense. The problem is not he's going to fix everything overnight, but this man is so silent. He has gone mum. You'd think that he's mute and nothing is happening. And here when he was trying to win, he was so vocal. Let me tell you something. Babylon can't trick me. Green, orange, same sad story I play. I wish this family peace, and I hope that they find peace during this time. Nobody should be living like this in Rona. Nobody should be kicked out of their abode in Rona. So I can only imagine how devastating it is for this family at this time. Anyway, tell me your thoughts down below in the comment section. As per usual, we will have a discussion. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any notifications. And if you've not yet smash the like button on this video, smash the like button and send this out. As per usual, we'll have a discussion. I'm out.